How do you go from being sedentary into walking 10,000 steps per day? And if you're already at 10,000 steps, how do you progress from there? That's what we're talking about today. So let's say you're someone who's averaging less than 6,000 steps per day. What I recommend is every 2 weeks, increase your steps by 2,000. Start there. Now, if you're someone who's already averaging over 10,000 steps per day, which is most of my followers, I recommend you reduce the amount of time it takes you to get 10,000 steps, or you want to have a faster heart rate within those 10,000 steps. Both of these methods will increase the amount of calories you burn. Most of my followers, you're doing 10,000 steps because you want to lose some weight, maybe drop a little bit of body fat, burn some additional calories. And with this, you already know you need to be in a calorie deficit. That should already go without saying. Now let's talk about some of the ways you can increase your intensity with your 10,000 steps. Number one, if you're at the gym using a treadmill, you can incline. I recommend anywhere between 6 to 10%. That should get your heart rate up. Therefore, you should burn more calories. You can also increase the speed. Typically, as the incline goes up, I like to reduce the speed. And as the incline comes down, I like to increase the speed. That's another method. Number three, you can mix in jogging or running while you're doing your 10,000 steps. This really applies more for someone that's not in the gym. They're walking around their neighborhood. They're struggling to get their heart rate up to burn more calories. This is more what I would recommend for them. So number four, a weighted vest. I recommend starting off with maybe 10 pounds and then work your way up. And last but not least, you can use dumbbells. So if you're walking in your neighborhood or at the gym, you can shadow box, you can do bicep curls, you can do shoulder raises while you're doing your steps. All this contributes to you increasing that heart rate to add more intensity so you'll burn more calories without necessarily doing more than 10,000 steps. At a certain point, you can only walk so many steps. You're going to max out at 15,000, 20,000 steps. Most of you just don't have the time to dedicate to that many steps. So at a certain point, when you get to 10,000, you have to find ways within that to increase intensity to burn just as many calories in less time. In the comment section, let me know what you think. If you're looking for coaching, reach out. I'd love to be your coach.